Bryan Pate here with the CAPTO Gen 2 sensor. What I want to do is give you a quick run through of how we could use this on the aim function. I'm going to unscrew the back of it, put it onto the shaft, tighten back the screw on the back side of it. And what I have down here is the calibration tool on the ground, just to make sure it's roughly in the right position, height-wise, from the center of the sweet spot. Now, if you don't have this, you could use a ruler, eyeball it, kind of get it close. The closer you can get it, the better the data is going to be in the system. But now I have it set to the appropriate length that I have the putter set up for. And there's options here on the ground. I have maybe the Pels tool to help create the aim, the line. I could use a laser. I could use a Visio template. Anything like that I could use. What I'm going to do is turn on the screen here. It's all set up, and as we're looking at the main screen, you have the live screen. That's going to give you all the tiles. But if you click on green, what that's going to do, it's going to give us the ability to change the 3 parameters that are showing on the display. So right now I have it set to shaft. So if I set up to this golf ball, on the iPad and also on the device, it's going to tell me how much forward shaft lean I have in live mode. I could also change the face aim, because right now it's not aimed. I could change that to anything else I want. I could change it to dynamic lie angle. So now just update it onto the screen on the CAPTO unit. It's also live on the iPad. So if I lift the handle up a lot higher, I could see on both units that now it's into that positive 7 degrees. If I lower the handle down and keep going, now it's in the minus 1 or 2 position. And remember, that lie angle is based off of what you put in when you're setting up the putter. So if you found the right position that this putter wants to be played in, and you look right now, it says dynamic lie is 3. So I might want to go back in and change that in my putter setup just to have that the neutral position of 0. So you have options here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this back to aim, face aim. And I also have face change. So once I make a stroke, those 2 will populate. So what I'm going to do is go back to the lab mode, and then on the far right side, there's a flag. And what it says is if I click on it, calibrate the sensor first. So I'm going to start the calibration. As I hold the putter up, I'm going to spin it in a circle. The slower you spin it, the more the dots are going to become green. If they're a little white, what you can do is keep going on a circle. Keep it slow going through the white dots. And then from there, we're going to flip it upside down. Again, spin it in a circle. So this is just setting the calibration of the tool in case there's any interference. Catch all the last white ones here. So there's 1, 2. So now it's all set in the calibration mode. It's saved. I'm going to push OK. Then now I can add a target. We can add 1 target, 2 targets. Once I have the 1 set up, I'm going to use that. I'm going to click record. That's going to start giving me a graph going on. So if I keep the putter moving, the wave's going to go up and down. But from there, if I put it on the back of this Pels, so I know the face is aimed to where I want that golf ball to start, it's going to start counting down. There's 2, 1, 0. So now the device is set for an aim spot that we just aimed that putter at. From there, if I click on aim panel as a coach, or I could put this down in front of me, it's going to give me a live aim on the device I'm using. It's also going to give me a live aim down below, because now the face aim is turned on the unit display. So if I put it back onto the back side of the Pels, there's 0.1. If I step out of it, there, what I'm going to do is go back to the target mode, sorry, the green mode. I'm going to hit a couple putts here, just so you can see what I'm seeing on the display here is showing on the iPad there. And then what I'm going to do is go ahead and make a stroke. And what we're going to see now is the face change just popped up. So the change was 0.3. So wherever that started with the aim and it returned, the change, there wasn't a whole lot of change in that motion. So if we do that one more time, I'm going to change it back to, let's go shaft, face aim, and the face change. Put it back on here, and every time I'm putting that putter on the back, I do know I'm moving the pels. So what I could do is step back, make sure it's aimed where I want to, and if I want to re-aim it, I'm going to click back on the aim on the right-hand side of the screen. I'm going to click on record. I'm going to put the putter on the back side of it, wait for it to go 3, 2, 1, 0. If I click back on the aim, I'm going to put another ball in place. This time I'm going to try not to move the pels device as I put the putter flush on the back side of it. And there you can see 0.0. If I step out one more time, I can walk in, get set up. I hear the beep as I look, 0.1. So this time I did better putting the putter back on the side of the pels without moving the pels. Look at the whole ball, make a stroke. And then what I'm going to do is get back out of that, go one more golf ball, and then we'll take a look at the data. So run through your routine. I'm going to set the putter flush on the back side of it, set my feet, take a look at the target. It's going to beep. So there you can go, see it says 0.2. Make a motion, and then based on starting at 0.2, before I took the putter back, had a little opening of the face, and then when I returned it back, I closed the face down to start the golf ball in line. So great way of, if you want to start putting the putter flat on something, seeing what straight is. But once you do that, you could take a little Sharpie, you could take a T, there's a little hole right where that golf ball was at. So now I could place the golf ball where that was at. If you use a line, you could use a line, but as I walk into it now, I can go ahead and go through my routine. Okay, there's my aim, I'm all set. I just heard the beep. Made a stroke, and as I take a look now, face aim was 0.0, and I returned the face slightly closed to where I aimed it. That one went in a little bit of the left side of the cup there, so it worked. And I'm going to click back on the lab mode, and what you can see on the top left now, the face aim tile has an aim right above it. So it says 0.0. That's where the putter started on the aim before I started the backstroke. Down below it gives you the target when it came in, where was the face relative to where it started, and then the change, how much did that change relative to the start to the finish. So great feature using the aim with the new Gen 2 unit. There's a little walkthrough so you could see the program running, also what I was seeing on the screen down below. So now I'll make another video and show you how we could use the unit without connected to the device, and then we'll connect it to the device.